Welcome to the Stuff and Things Podcast, your home for all stuff related to your favorite things in entertainment. Now, here are your hosts.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Stuff and Things Podcast. It is episode 10 of Stuff and Things 2.0. I am Sam. Joining me today for fan listener questions, it's Stefan.
Hey buddy, I'm not nervous whatsoever.
Well, people, don't be nervous. I've heavily edited.
Oh, good.
We're all good. Yeah.
Remember last time we did one of those and people started asking for like my sock size and stuff? It was weird.
Yeah. So we did a Q&A special a way back where basically we was like, ask us anything. I regretted that about 2 minutes into reading all of the questions. And then I had to, and the funny thing is like I edited that down like quite heavily, and we still had best part of 2 and a bit hours of a show of us answering questions just non-stop. My favourite though which was my favourite dinosaur. That was fun.
Yeah, those look good. I like that.
My least favourite were stuff like, would you fart in a box and send it to me and things like that. And they never. There was some weird. Yeah, they never agreed my price on that, so it didn't happen. But that guy that wanted Katie's bathwater, it was all weird. Yeah, you should stop asking about that. That was creepy. So I have said a couple of times that the plan is roughly every sort of 10 shows we will go through questions and things that have been sent in by our listeners on the shows that we're talking about. So we're obviously discussing different topics every week, and sometimes you'll listen to us talk about things and you might be like, you missed this, and like this is your opportunity to kind of send that in. And then we're going to do like a summary show of like, we did say this. Or, a couple of things we had sent in was like, you said this, that makes you this. And like, okay, right, that's more of a statement than a question. So they've not made it. But we do have a few, and I have tried, but I've possibly got it wrong, to mark which episode their question or whatever relates to. So, without further ado or any more gilding of lilies, let's dive straight into it. And we open with David from Cardiff, Wales, the United Kingdom, and episode 1 in brackets. That was me, added that. Great to have you both back. Hope you are well. With the new format, will you still take a deep dive into shows on occasion? I always enjoyed your light-hearted takes on Star Wars, personally. And then he's written in capital letters, hello there.
Hey!
Thank you very much, David. It's lovely of you to send across a message like that, see? And just there, I've offended him now, so that's probably not a good start. Will we still take a deep dive into shows on occasion? The plan always has been yes on that. But we're possibly going to be a little bit more selective, and it's probably going to be like when a series ends rather than doing it episode by episode. Main reasons for that is the fluctuation, like the way we're streaming and all these different things now is like, I was chatting to someone and we like, I'm trying to think of it. I think it was The Boys. And we used to have a fairly big fan base and listener base for The Boys. And so Amazon, when it drops it's like 3 episodes and then they drop 1 a week. And the last series of The Boys was great. And then I was looking at our listener figures and I'm like, it's really odd. Like we've lost our audience on this. And then when the show wrapped, our finale episode and like a couple, like the listening figures suddenly just jumped. So I thought it was a glitch. I thought, maybe there's a problem.
Yeah.
Based on feedback and stuff, and based on messages and interactions on socials, people if it drops weekly now, are letting them all drop and then binge watching them. So it's like we were doing podcasts on the basis of like, it's dropping every week. We're going to analyze it every week. Back like when we used to network shows like The Walking Dead, etc., etc. And people aren't consuming media that way. It's like, oh, I missed this week, so next week I'm going to watch 2-3 episodes. So they don't want to then listen to a podcast discussing 3 episodes ago. So that's why we're kind of making a change in that direction. The other feedback we always got was like, it's great. You're on you're doing 3 shows a week at the moment. Really enjoy listening to you guys. But then in a month's time, when these 3 shows finish, we're not going to hear from you then for 2 months. Which is why we're now every week. It's why there's now a show every Friday. Wind, rain or shine, we'll be there. And yeah, that's kind of why we're settled where we are. But David, the plan still is to do that. And typically, you'll have this show every Friday no matter what. And when we do that, a show will come out on like a Wednesday. It's basically like, okay, this is a special talking about The Boys or talking about Walking Dead or whatever. So keep an eye on our socials. We'll announce it when it's coming. And obviously, please do subscribe via your podcast app and you will never miss a show from us.
Nicely done.
Thanks, man. That was good, wasn't it?
I like that.
Do you want to say anything to David?
Hello, David. Pretty much mirror what Sam said. There is a few shows coming out that we're definitely going to be watching with a lot of interest.
Yeah.
For example, the Ted Lasso. We know there's another season that's going to be coming out.
Mate. So here's a question for you. Sorry, David, you've got us on a tangent now. Since we've changed the format, how much Walking Dead have you watched?
None.
Yeah, I know. Same.
I feel I've got to be honest. Since we changed the format and stuff, I have watched hardly any telly at all.
Yeah.
I realised I was like, my God, it was only now when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, there are programs that I was watching purely based on the fact of got to talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never realised.
It's interesting, isn't
The Walking Dead being a great example.
Well,
do you know,
because
there's been like entire seasons have come out. I didn't even realise.
Yeah, there's a whole second season of like Dead City, which I've not watched an episode of. Yep. And now the new season of Daryl Dixon. Now, I do want to watch that because Stephen Merchant's in it and is set in London, at least one of the episodes. So I do want to check it out. But yeah, without that kind of gun to head, you're going to be talking about it tomorrow. It is amazing how my viewing habits have changed. So there we go. That was just a side note. The next one that came in, again, I've marked it as episode 1, was from Zara, spelt with a Z, Z-A-R-A, Zara, from Gillingham, England.
How do you spell Zara without a Z?
S-A-R-A. Some people pronounce it
That's
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, but then some people spell it that way and say Sarah. Yeah. So I was trying to be really clear of I'm saying Zara because it's a Z. I'm not saying Zara because I'm pronouncing it. Shut up. You made me all paranoid now. You can't talk anyway. You can't even say names. Right.
Go on, Bobby Fett. Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely to hear your voices again, and really pleased there will be a show weekly no matter what. Started listening back when it was Sam and Alfie, so been a fan 9 years. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I feel like she needs a hug or like a mug or something, like an apology.
What a hero.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening. That probably means you're a big Walking Dead fan, and I've literally just slagged the show off.
About that.
Yeah. Okay. So the 9 years was a good run, I guess. Thanks. Ben from London, England, and I've marked this as episode 2 now, says, good to have you back and jumping straight in it. The MCU is not what it was, and you both kind of admitted that. And so you could say you actually both made the argument that it is in fact done. Not as good as it was. Faults? Question mark. So our second episode was Is the MCU Done? It was the first kind of topic episode we did. And we both concluded at the end, no. Ben, however, would say that we actually made quite compelling arguments during the show that would actually suggest that, yes, actually very much we do think it's done. I listened back because I listened back a lot because I have to edit things. But I actually listened to that show back because I saw this comment and I thought, I don't remember making a clear argument that it's done. I mean, he has a point. we both at different times absolutely murdered it, but then at the end both were like, yeah, it's good. It's going to be fine. It's going to live forever.
It's going to work its way back to us, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. Now, interestingly, right, and I think this would be perfect little tangent based from Ben here. I watched and don't interrupt me because you're going to see where I'm going. I watched the Fantastic Four fairly recently, enjoyed it, thought it was a good film, etc. I didn't watch it like the minute it hit cinemas or anything like that. It was a good few weeks. Now, interestingly, during phase 1 of the MCU, so Iron Man 2, Hulk, all of this thing, how quickly would you say you got to the cinema to watch these films?
I was known for midnight releases.
You were known for midnight.
Businesses that I worked with at the time, and then when me and my wife worked together, it was different. But businesses I worked with at the time knew if there was a midnight release coming out, they swapped my days around so that I worked later on the night it came out so that I could start later the next day because they knew I was going to be knackered. Yeah. It was a known thing.
You literally have part of your leg adorned with marble tattoo, the characters and things.
From the first phase, yep.
So it is safe to say, when it comes to being a fan of the MCU, you right up there. So, Stefan, here's a question for you. What did you think of the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, really good. Haven't seen it.
That's really, for Ben, surely says that you're kind of done.
That's a little bit of a damning indictment, isn't it, really?
Well, I mean, it would suggest that you are, in fact, done with the MCU. Because that's not just a kind of like... Because we're a good while after that release now. And you've clearly, in your mind, gone, I'll wait for Disney+. I'm good.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's interesting. Do you... consciously, do you feel like you're done with the MCU?
No, because I was meant to go to the cinema and see Thunderbolts, and life happened, and I have moved from somewhere that has a very big cinema complex. Yeah, I now live kind of the arse end of nowhere, so our cinema still has intermissions in every film.
Amazing, okay? Yeah.
So that kind of gives you a bit of a sort of area I live in now. So the runs of films at the cinema aren't as long because they've only got 2 screens. Yeah. So they kind of have to rotate the new films in a lot more. So we were like, right, we finally got child cover. We're going to go see Thunderbolts. And it was like, oh, it's not on anymore. So I was like, right, we'll wait for Disney+. It's fine. And then the Fantastic Four came out, and we were like, right, okay, we're busy for the next couple of weeks. We know we're not going to get in for the next couple of weeks. And they kind of went, but it'll be on Disney Plus quite soon.
Have you watched Thunderbolts now, though?
Yeah, what a film!
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Brilliant!
Yeah.
I genuinely believed that the Captain America film and then the Thunderbolts felt like Phase 1 again. Quick moving, action movies with a bit of humour, progresses the storyline, start, middle, end, done.
Yeah.
And I was like, I enjoy this. This is what I want to see again.
So even though you really enjoyed it, you didn't
didn't get to the cinema to watch Fantastic Four.
Okay, all right. Well, it's just
It's not done, man. It's not done.
Moving on. But thank you, Ben. Appreciate that, and I think we've just summed it up quite brutally. The next one's from Liam from Bristol. Yeah, in case anyone didn't realise, that's where I'm from as well. This relates to episode 2 I've got. Welcome back. It was good to get your final thoughts on Andor in your first show back, but I wanted to ask about the MCU. Do you think those saying it's done simply don't like the content now, as they have aged out, or more content aimed at a wider demographic means you're not ever likely to enjoy it all? Then the next part is a little bit concerning, because he says, Sam, can you say hello to my fiancée Sabrina, as she claims you went to school with her, but I'm sceptical. I don't remember anyone called Sabrina.
Oh.
But I will add to this, I am friggin' like, I've always thought I had a really good memory with things, and I can. My recall on certain things is amazing. And then just recently, I got shown a photo, like a friend of mine who I just got in touch with me. I hadn't spoke to in a long time. Someone from school sent me a message, got my number from a mutual friend, and we've been going backwards and forwards on WhatsApp. And she sent me this picture of my final day in year 11, where we all went in school wearing suits and stuff. I don't know if that was tradition in your school, but it was tradition in ours. I think it was like the last but one day you did that, and then on the actual last day you kind of had all your shirts signed and stuff like that, like your school uniform.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so we had this tradition like wearing suits and stuff, and there's this picture of me wearing a suit, and there's 3 girls to my left, a mate of mine to my right, and 2 other girls. And I can, the mate to my right, I know, we were best friends and stuff. I cannot name those people. I recognise them. I'm looking at them oh yeah, I remember. That's, you
know her.
Dave, yeah. And Dave too. So yeah, I'm just recently, so Sabrina, I apologise. The only Sabrina I can think of was older than me. There was a Sabrina who was on my bus. So if that's you, hi, I remember you. And if it's not you, I feel really bad. Or you made it
told
up.
The world that she was older than you as well. You know.
Yeah. All right, easy. So don't be so ageist, you and your whippersnapper. Yeah. So that's kind of funny to me, because that's really racking my brains. So, Liam, get in touch. Ask her how she knows me, and we'll put it to the test. Message in the name of the school, etc., and we will find out if she's telling porky pies or not. And it's probably going to be me apologising to someone, basically, is the way that's going to go. But yeah, the MCU, again, the content, it's kind of the debate we had, which is when you do widen the net in terms of trying to, your audience, you do run the risk of your core audience, the people who are watching it for a very set reason, being a bit like, oh, well, this is rubbish.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily make it rubbish, it just means it's not your thing. But me and you talked about this a lot, because there were certain shows we were like, oh, this really wasn't for us, really. I don't think we were the target audience and stuff like that. And then I read something recently about the Disney Corporation as a whole. So apologies, I'm possibly repeating stuff I've said in the past, or I'm just paraphrasing this. Disney bought Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm, for example, because they realised that they had every child in the world was Disney obsessed. But as children got older, girls remained loyal Disney, loving it. Boys completely aged out. Didn't want anything even when they had cool franchises like Cars, it was all still young. The minute they hit teenage, Disney, girly. Like, and so they lost them completely. So they were like, well, what keeps what teenage boy? Oh, Star Wars, brilliant, right? Star Wars. Then you had the MCU kick off, and they're like, oh, well, we buy Marvel Studios, we've got them. Like young kids like it, teenagers like it, going into adult we've nailed that demographic. That as a plan, like you're looking at like we are Disney, we own all these studios. That's perfect. Like you've kind of got like, okay, we got them as young kids here, we've got them as like teenagers here, adults here, brilliant. We're winning. But what I think they got wrong then is they then went, rather than just letting them carry on in their wheelhouses, like, okay, everyone now needs to open up the doors and you need to like branch out, get these wider audiences for all of your studios. Yep. Whereas when Marvel were just focused in on that demographic, they were winning. When Star Wars was just focused in on their demographic, they were winning. When Disney really was just focused in on their like Disney Animation, Pixar, and they were all doing really well, and then all of a sudden, okay, make everyone available to everything you do, all of them are struggling. So yeah, it's an odd one, but so yes and no to your question, Liam. Yes, you're right. I do think certain people have aged out, and I do think the content being wider means that people just aren't enjoying it all. But then I would also say as a criticism that they've caused that. You had a winning formula. Why change it? There you go.
Yeah, I think that was the changing a winning formula is the thing that is going to punish them the absolute most, I think.
The Punisher. That's a winning formula. Okay, next up we got Harry from Froome in Somerset. We got to say Somerset with a Z, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Somerset. Like
Somerset.
Yeah, he nailed it, mate. Hey, check you out learning accents. Episode 3 I've put in brackets. So Star Wars is such a wide thing now, with so much content created and being created, it's obvious some fans won't like it. That's kind of funny. That's literally what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
But to say that no one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans, I think is reductive. Fans are critical, but it's not hate. Well, Harry...
Let me just show you the Acolyte feedback.
Yeah, I would... I get what you're saying, and I do get that there is some genuine critique, and there is, like, we've just offered one there about, you're steered out of your wheelhouse. But to say it's not hate when I've literally had people threatening to find me with hammers because I said something they didn't like about Star Wars. The fan base can be quite insane. And if you're interested, drop me a message and I'll let you go through our inbox.
Yeah, it happens, people.
It's scary,
but it happens.
We now have one from a lady in the United States of America.
Oh.
The most oxymoron named country in the world, because there's nothing united about that country. This is Julia from Washington, D.C., the capital. She says, Star Wars fans are mostly insecure men and boys who like what they like and then hate women getting screen time. Just look at how the sequels were treated because the lead was a woman. Steph, you carry on with this one.
Wow. Okay.
Try and answer this without getting cancelled. Good luck. Hello there.
I would like to point to the Ahsoka series. That was a fantastic
take the fifth.
show.
Yeah.
As a way of saying, no, a female-led cast and a female-dominated storyline can be incredibly good when it is executed well.
Yeah.
As that show proved to us. Like, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
For me personally, The Acolyte was a female-led show, I thought was very good. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought that was very good.
Yeah.
The sequel trilogy was just crap. That had nothing to do with the character or of Ray in particular. I mean, she was not a strong character. Nothing to do with the actress or the actor. They're all actors now. Nothing to do with her at all. It was just a very poor story. I don't think it had anything to do with who was the lead character and stuff. I just think it was a generally a very poor telling of a story.
Okay. Personally, I mean, the sequels are excellent films, led by a wonderful woman who's a great actress, and you can quote me on that, and Stefan, however, hates it and hates all women. Anyway, moving on. Philip from Fresno, USA, I think that's California. He says, and I've put in brackets here, episode 4.
Okay.
First time listening to you, and I enjoyed that chat around streaming services and hearing the non-US take on it. Here, network TV is dying because of streaming, and it's actually quite sad to see, and your point on costs and pirating is so true. These companies and their greed knows no end. Firstly, thank you for joining us and listening. Welcome.
Hello there.
You will only know this format of our show, so that's interesting. What I found kind of funny was, like, we did these different topics, and I was a little concerned that the Streaming Wars one was boring. Like, I was kind of like, we've done, like, is the MCU done? Is Star Wars fans hated by Star Wars? You know, vice versa. And just kind of, I was concerned that this was going to be...
We thought that was kind of like the weak link of the first 10.
Yeah, and yet feedback-wise, people loved it. Like, really found it interesting. Like, one person messaged, which isn't in this, but it was on, like, the podcast app, just basically saying, actually learnt a lot from this. Thanks, wasn't expecting that from you.
And next week, we're going to be talking about, did video kill the radio star? Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, what a topic. Yeah, I'll add that to the list. You're joking. That's on the list now. Oh, you just made the list.
Did EastEnders kill the Archers? Yeah, all sorts of loads about.
Did EastEnders? Oh, God, let's not go there. So, yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate you listening. Hope you're continuing to listen, because I'm talking to you right now. Would it be great? Like, then I listened to your next show, and it was awful.
Yeah, didn't actually get to the question and answer show.
Yeah, didn't actually get there. Didn't actually get to hear his name read out. So, thank you for the message. Really appreciate that on that one. I was concerned, like I said, that it was going to be a bit boring. But yeah, a lot of people seem to quite enjoy it. We now have Chris from Aberdeen, Scotland. I'm not going to do the accent.
Scotland!
Not going to do the accent. I feel like I knew the Netflix and Disney story, but hearing it like that is quite funny, as it's almost like children fighting and next-level pettiness, but between two multi-billion-pound companies. I like this new format, lads.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And yes, Disney and Netflix did behave like brats. It was quite funny once you know. Okay, Shelley from Hartlepool. I don't know where Hartlepool is, and I've just realised that.
Hartlepool, I think it's up near me.
Is that up north?
I think it's a bit up north.
Up north, alright. Up north.
Wait there.
Shelley from Hartlepool. Is she like up by Eck, or is she more Geordie that way?
Oh wait, it's 100 miles away from me. Let's just...
So near you then. Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
Although in the USA.
It's up north past me. Up by Darlington.
Yeah.
It's on the North Sea.
It's on the
what? It's just above Middlesbrough. There we go.
Oh, Mordor. Okay, yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. Middlesbrough, twinned with Mordor, by the way. For anyone who's not from there, will get that joke. Anyone who is from there, sorry. I didn't mean it.
He's not sorry. He does this on purpose.
I do. I'm horrible. But yeah, Shelley from Hartlepool, and I've written episode 4. I have never listened before. Sorry. I've never listened before, and I won't be again, is what I'm expecting to read. I've never listened before, and I really like this, so we'll be subscribing. Oh, thank you. I feel bad now. I just said your place was Twin... Oh, crap.
She was above Mordor. It's fine.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, you're like in Middle-earth. I think you started discussing this, but trailed off. Okay,
Probably.
that's ironic. and this is the fact that streamers and studios are creating original content, which if you want to watch, you must pay more to have their particular streamer. Whereas in the past, these studios made stuff, licensed it globally to various channels. Costs to us just going to keep rising. Yes, that does sound like us. If we talk on a topic and trail off, go on a tangent, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, yeah.
That is very us. And you are correct. Like, I have Paramount Plus, and when Paramount Plus launched... it came as part of my Sky package, don't you know? Okay. But it basically, there was one show on there I wanted to watch. That was it. There was just literally one show. It came as part of the package I had. Otherwise, I would never have got it. Like even though I really want to watch that one show, I'd have found another way of watching it. Here are 2 lines, read between them. Yo ho. It's a pirate's life for me. But it now has probably 10 to 15 shows exclusively on there that I watch. And therefore, when my Sky package went, oh, we're no longer doing the ad-free version of this. So, I mean, I now have adverts, which drives me out the wall. Like, this is a streaming service. Streaming services should not have adverts.
Yeah.
It's like against some sort of law. It's just not right.
Even like YouTube adverts are now just absolutely proving your point perfectly. I'm now going to go off on a tangent.
Please do.
YouTube. So YouTube now has this really fun thing of here's a longer advert break so that you get fewer adverts. So you now get a 1-minute advert in a 9-minute video. And you'll get 2 of them because we're giving you less advert breaks.
Yeah.
My kids were watching some Lego stop motion thing.
Yeah.
12-minute video, 2 advert breaks. Both of them were 56 seconds long.
I'm going to say something controversial here.
Yeah.
So a long time ago, YouTube launched their own streaming platform, and they launched it with a show called Cobra Kai.
They did,
which I was desperate to watch. So even though it was just one show on a platform, I paid for YouTube Premium because it was the only way I could watch this show.
Yep.
You know the thing I just said a minute ago I wasn't ever going to do?
Yep.
Yeah. So I did that.
There it is.
Now, part of YouTube Premium is you don't have adverts on YouTube, ever. Cobra Kai finished on YouTube and Netflix got it. I still have YouTube Premium because I will not go back.
That is my problem. This is why I refuse to pay for it, because I know once I've paid for it that's it. That's game changed.
I cannot. Like, every now and again, like, my daughter will want to show me something on YouTube, so she'll load it on her phone. She's like, oh, advert, hang on. And I'm like, peasant. Anyway,
right. My dad and sister have YouTube Premium, and they're like, it's the best thing ever. And I went, no, you live your high life. Leave me alone.
I can't. It's terrible. I really couldn't ever possibly go back. Marcus has messaged in. He's from Durban, South Africa. Hello, Marcus. Says, okay, that's really weird. He starts with "hey" with exclamation marks. Hey! Great you are back. I can't believe, though, when discussing time travel, you didn't talk about Superman. Sam, you have let me down, but to make it up to me, you can read this in your South African accent. No.
Oh no, I need to hear it. Now I need to hear it.
Performing monkey, Marcus.
You are. Dance, monkey.
Yeah, dance. Hey, great, you are back. I can't believe, though, when discussing time travel, you didn't talk about Superman. Sam, you have let me down. But to make it up to me, you can read this in your South African accent. How's that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. That's what comes from having a friend in South Africa for years. And spending time there. Yeah, okay, Marcus, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Now, I do recognise you. You've messaged in and stuff in the past, so really appreciate it. Do you know what? That's funny, because after we did that show, it was actually in my notes, because it was one of those I wanted to talk about, because it was so ludicrous. Like, it was so mad, the idea in that Superman flies around the sun really, really fast and turns back time. Or flies around the Earth, whichever it was. I can't even remember. It was so friggin' stupid.
No, sorry. No, I'm honing back on this. I've missed this. What?
So in the original Superman film, or in one of them, he flies around the Earth or the sun, I can't remember which it is, really, really fast to turn back time. And I literally had it in my notes, like, oh, that's such a stupid thing, I got to mention it. But as always with me and you, we went off on such a freaking tangent on this that I completely missed loads of my notes. And then I remember...
flew around the Earth so fast.
I think it was the sun. Time. I think it was turning back time by flying around the sun really, really quick.
Oh, even better. I mean, go all out.
If I could turn back time whilst doing it, like real proper soundtrack to it.
That would be cool.
But anyway, thank you, Marcus. I appreciate your message. I hope you're having a very good day. Next up, we got Lisa from Wyoming, USA. I don't know where that is either. I don't think it's near Hartlepool.
No, it's a little bit to the west of it.
Yeah, little, just a smidge.
Smidge to the west.
I really liked Quantum Leap 2, and that ending did suck. I pretend the reboot didn't happen in the hope someone better will reboot it properly at some point. Yeah, I'm with you on that, to be honest with you. Okay, this next one could get me in trouble, so I'm not doing the accent no matter what, okay?
Oh.
Catherine from Jamaica.
Hey, Jamaica, man. I'm allowed to do it because I have family that live there, so it's fine.
That's actually true. Please don't hurt us.
I have family in Kingston. I'm allowed to do the accent, man.
This is regarding episode 6. Without Henry Jones Jr., that arc doesn't get filed neatly away in an archive. He's an admin icon, lol.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you have that. I'm not going to argue with you.
He is Indiana Jones, the receptionist dream.
The admin icon.
Love that.
We now have Gerald from the Isle of Wight in the UK.
Oh, I've also lived there, so yeah. That's fine.
You both are too funny. Really enjoying the new format. No question, just praise and love from a big gay fan. Okay. I got this image of like a pink desk fan now, just a big gay fan with a rainbow on it. Thanks, Gerald. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that was nice.
Yep, take that. That'll do.
Gina from Peterborough.
That's getting a bit closer to me. Okay, yeah.
Right, okay. It's like, yeah, the Isle of... So, Jamaica, you got family there. The Isle of Wight, you used to live. Peterborough.
Do you know, the Isle of Wight is actually where I was living when me and you first started talking to each other.
Wow. There you go. So,
What's
Gerald...
scary is that was...
Mate,
20, I'm 25 now. So
did you say you're 25
I'm 35 now?
20. That's not what you said.
I feel like I'm still 25. I'm actually 72 on the inside.
Well, here's the question. Do you still feel like you're 25 when you stand up?
Oh, God, no. Both of my knees scream I'm 64.
Yes. Yes.
And then the back goes, "What are you whippersnappers complaining about?" And I'm like, "Yep, there it is."
You whippersnappers. I ages and ages ago now, I dislocated my knee quite badly in an accident, and it's still so fucked. The other, this is gonna sound, I'm so old when I say this, right?
He is.
When it's cold, it's worse. So like all through the summer or anything, I forget. I'm like, it's like it feels free, like my knee feels okay. I'm kind of doing stuff. The minute like damp weather comes in or anything like this, I swear to God, I'm like the Tin Man and I've rusted. I like go to stand up and my knee's like, nope, you're staying in that place. Ah, it hurts.
He has a little tartan blanket that he has to have over his lap in the winter.
Yeah, and
cup of cocoa.
The cold affects my hip. Anyway, Gina from Peterborough, hello, talking about episode 6, says, I would love to see a new Indiana Jones series more than movies. I feel that needs more time, but a soft reboot in movie form, maybe Indiana back during the war, which we didn't see in the movies before, ? That could be an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not against that, and I do know what you mean. Like, it's sort of so iconic, the idea of someone else playing that character still feels weird.
Yes.
A lady called Pippa from St Ives in Cornwall, probably one of my favourite places on earth. Episode 7, they should never have killed Bond. Oh shit, spoiler alert!
They've done what?
Yeah, okay. Do I edit that? No, fuck it. They should never have killed Bond. He was a character that should have just have ultimate plot armor forever. But I do understand it from the POV, point of view of telling a complete story beginning, middle and end. I love the idea of how you two want to continue it. I think that would be the absolute best way, and you should tell people about it at the studio. I don't think they'll take my call. I gotta be honest with you. I've tried in the past. But thank you. Next up, we got a message from Jonas in Kiev, in Ukraine. Now, this person has messaged in fairly consistently, and says, as you guys know from exchanging emails, I'm a huge movie fan, and listening to you guys amongst a few shows has been my main escape, so very glad you're back. Sam, has your accent gotten stronger, or is it just me? It's just you, jackass. I don't know. Has my accent gotten stronger? I don't think it has. Do I sound more farmer, more pirate? I don't know. Oh, that's made me feel really self-conscious.
I'm not saying a word. I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah, jackass. Shut up. Right, okay, couple more.
Sorry,
Eloise...
can you repeat that? I didn't understand. What'd you say?
I said very, very clearly. All right, okay, fine. All right, I'll go RP, shall I? All right, hang on. Next up in our question and answer session, we have Eloise from Swindon in the United Kingdom. Eloise says, can you gentlemen recommend a series and a film from each of the major streaming services? I just had a breakup. Oh, see, now I feel bad because she's... being a dick, and she's like, I just had a break. Oh, sorry.
It's fine, because when she said that, I was going to say Sam will recommend Last of the Summer Wine. But
I've just had a breakup and I need to immerse myself into something. Eloise, first of all, very sorry. I hope you're okay. Time really does help with these things. Every jackass you know will tell you that, and it feels like such a platitude, but it's true. But staying busy, and yeah, that's a good idea. So you want us to recommend a series and a film,
something she can get stuck into.
Each of the major streaming services. Gee, I mean, that's a lot. Oh,
crikey.
I don't know. I mean...
Okay, Grey's Anatomy on Disney+.
Get fucked. Don't watch that.
That show is phenomenal.
Jump. Do not do it. No, Eloise, don't do it.
Grey's Anatomy. That's my vote for Disney Plus.
Right, you're telling me that Grey's Anatomy will cheer this woman up. She will sit down and watch Grey's Anatomy and think, my God, thank goodness my life isn't like these poor actors being forced to act this shit out.
I'm on season 14. I think I've only cried 3 times. It's fantastic.
Absolute fucking garbage. I can't believe it. We are in, as Wong says in the MCU, we are in the peak TV era of the world, and you're recommending Grey's Anatomy to this point.
Any show that can have 22 seasons must be doing something right.
Get fucked! Neighbours and EastEnders are on like season 10,000. You're telling me, like, yeah, that's compulsory viewing? Oh, no, you're doing it on purpose now. Stop it. You're just...
But genuinely.
Fine. Okay, fine. All right. Eloise, Stefan recommends...
Right, mate, they're best shows to watch after a breakup.
But that's not our recommendations. That's Google. She can Google things.
I know, but I'm looking if there's any on there that see, now if the wife was listening, she'll tell you Gilmore Girls on Netflix.
Oh, actually, yeah, I've heard of that. I've not seen it, though.
Don't. Oh, God. Grey's Anatomy is incredible.
You can't say nothing. You're a Grey's Anatomy fan. You jog on, man.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, that is available in the UK, both on Disney Plus and Netflix still, which I'm not entirely sure how that's happened, but they are there. The How I Met Your Mother is very good. Make you laugh, make you cry, make you all the things in between. But yeah, if you're looking to kind of really throw yourself, I mean, that's got like 9 seasons, so if you've never seen that, like Friends and stuff like that, there's similar sort of shows, but I imagine you've seen Friends.
On Amazon Prime,
yeah,
I would say Fleabag is one that gets, I've heard a lot of people say about Fleabag.
Yeah, but these are recommendations from me and you. This isn't like, oh, I've heard this and the Google tells me. But
if I say Amazon Prime, I've literally got on Amazon Prime, go and watch Clarkson's Farm or Lord of the Rings. That's all I've got on Amazon Prime, really.
Do you watch Clarkson's Farm?
I love it.
I don't know, maybe.
I love it because the guy's just such an idiot. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Stefan recommends Grey's Anatomy, Clarkson's Farm, The Rings of Power from Lord of the Rings. I mean, this is so. It's difficult. I mean, Eloise, I don't know what you're into. Like, are you into? I mean, you listen to us, so I would say you're into like.
She's into big, hunky, attractive men. Okay.
So Clarkson's Farm is then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you're talking about the major streaming services. Are we including Pornhub? I mean, what the fuck?
Not in the UK anymore, because, you've got to do things.
Oh, no, you got to do your ID check. Yeah, but once you've done that, you're just like, you're well away, or so I'm told. Yeah. Yeah, Pornhub. Just go to Fake Taxi. You'll have a great night. Other
What's
porn.
that?
Other porn is available.
Wow.
I don't know. See, this has really caught me off guard. But I'll tell you what. I don't know if you have it, but if you do have it, Apple TV. I've said we've done an entire show on this. There is so much stuff on there, which is really, really quite good. So if you're into like the British spy show Spooks, if you liked that. There's a show on Apple TV called Slow Horses, and there's 4 seasons already on there. It's only 6 episodes a season, but they tell stories, beginning, middle, and end, based on books. Season 5 starts next week, so it'd be a perfect time to jump in, because you can watch them, be fully engrossed in it, and then you've got an episode a week going forward. On Disney Plus, Only Murders in the Building is a real light-hearted kind of throwback show, like cameo fest.
I couldn't get into that.
I think it's niche in the fact, again, and this could be an age thing between me and thee, it reminded me of all the shows I used to watch, like when I was sick home from school, like Murder, She Wrote and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
And it kind of felt like a bit of a homage and a bit of a kind of tongue-in-cheek. And also Steve Martin and Martin Short, that's my childhood, those two, like, films and stuff. They did, like, the Three Amigos and things. Gotcha. So seeing them again was just hilarious for me. But yeah, that's one to check out because that is got season 5 airing now, but there are 4 seasons available, 10 episodes a season. That's on Disney Plus. You want to depress yourself? The Handmaid's Tale, that's now on Disney Plus as well, on Amazon. Amazon, I think, have got the latest season. That'll make you look at the world and think, great, I'll jump. So actually, yeah, leave that one. Don't watch that.
I don't know how good a job we've done here.
Well, I'm hoping I made her laugh, at least. Eloise, get back in touch. Say, like, this is the kind of genre I like, and I'll try and come up with some recommendations for you. Don't watch Grey's Anatomy. Don't listen to him. You'll be so depressed.
Do it.
The show is awful. Like, if you want to watch a good medical drama that'll make you smile, watch Scrubs, which Grey's Anatomy ripped off and then made worse somehow. But yeah, and finally, thank you, Eloise. Last one is from Barry via our Facebook page. As it relates to our 7th episode, he says, think you summed up Bond really well. Grew up watching Roger Moore. GoldenEye was the first film seen at the cinema. Really hooked in with the Daniel Craig films. Did feel, however, they lost the comedic element which the earlier films had. I didn't mind that. Like, I felt the taking it a grittier, realistic route worked for me. And I think it still had a few moments and good enough dialogue with good enough acting that there was plenty of things that made you smile along the way. Like when he met Q, the new Q for the first time, I thought that was kind of very tongue-in-cheek, very good. Their interactions always made me smile. Stole the car from him, poor bastard, had to deal with him all the time. So yeah, I felt there was enough in it without having to go that ridiculously zany, over the top. Oh, what's your name? I am Ivana Humpalot, you know? Like, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, so I just name dropped an ex-girlfriend there. But anyway, that's it. That's our show. That was all the questions. That was everything. That was quite nice.
Not a bad start.
No, that was okay. So the plan is every sort of 10 episodes we're going to do this. It's going to be, I mean, that's very rough because, you know, sometimes there might be a shed load of stuff come in and other times there might not. But that's roughly the plan. So the next one of these will be episode 20, depending on dates and things, because obviously I was working this out the other day that like Halloween this year falls on a Friday, so we will actually get to do a Halloween special on Halloween. So that'd be interesting.
That'd
see
be
how
fun
that
to
goes.
Do. A Halloween special on Halloween would be quite cool.
Yeah, not entirely sure what we're going to talk about though, because Halloween scary movies and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a big scary movie
love
guy.
A scary movie.
No, I'm a massive chicken shit. I don't like. I've never seen the appeal of watching something that's going to frighten me half to death.
No, I must be honest. I am very simple. I will not watch something if the whole point of it is purely
to freak
just
me out,
to scare you.
Yeah, like
I don't watch it.
Yeah,
like the Saw movies. So I watched the first Saw movie.
Yeah, and
I thought it was really quite cleverly done.
Oh, okay.
And you know, up until the end where he actually cuts his ankle off.
Spoiler alert, man! Come on.
Up until the end of the movie, I thought it was a real clever thing, and it kind of builds up and everything. I thought, okay, this is great. And then, like, I remember like seeing the trailers for like Saw 74 or whatever it is coming out now.
Yeah.
And it's basically just a bloodbath from start to finish. Like, how can we make the most gruesome, disgusting way of killing someone? And I'm like, yeah, I've got no interest in that. Like, that's not. Yes.
If anyone wants a laugh, there's called Evil Dead. There's the Evil Dead films. There's a character called Ash, and there's a scene where his hand gets a demon in it, and the actor's fighting his own hand. It's freaking hilarious. Like, it is so good, and so he's like in this maniacal moment cuts his own hand off, And because he's fighting these like undead creatures, he then adds a chainsaw to where his hand used to be.
Oh God.
And he's got a shotgun and like, yeah, anyway. And they made another one, which is the third film, called Medieval Dead. And he goes back in time and he's got a shotgun and a chainsaw hand. Anyway, yeah.
And this is where Sam gets to when it comes to horror movies.
Just that's where I'm at. That was, yeah, that's the whole thing. There's this thing where he's supposed to, sorry, it's so stupid. He's supposed to read words from a book, like a certain thing to put all the dead back in their graves. And he doesn't pay any attention and he reads the words wrong. It's just, yeah, sorry, so stupid, but very much my level of humour. Anyway.
The Halloween special could be interesting. Like, I've got some scary movies that I think are fantastic. 13 Ghosts. Nope. That's a really good film. The Others with Nicole Kidman. That was a really good film.
I mean, we could talk
with
about...
a plot twist at the end. That was good.
Yeah, well, yeah, spoilers.
Chucky movies. The Chucky movies are not horror films. They are comedies.
No, we're going to fall out over that because
my daughter's finally going to be big enough to actually wear her costume as Chucky this year properly.
And on that note, we're going to walk away because that's nightmare fuel for me. Thank you so much to everybody for listening. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who sent messages in. If you have sent messages in and you didn't get read out, I apologise. We've only got so much time, and also there were a lot of kind of mirror crossover, so whoever messaged in first got their thing in. Please do keep going though with every show, message in, and I will try and keep it fresh. So if you've been read out before, I'll make sure someone different's read out next time, etc. Thank you so much for all of that. We really appreciate it because the feedback sort of is great, makes the show more interactive, which is what we want. You can speak to us every single day if you want to via the Discord. The link to that will continue to be in the podcast description. You can get in touch via the podcast apps, which I know a lot of people like to do. You can get in touch via email, sam@stuffandthangspodcast.com, via the socials, all the usual ways. So big thank you to everybody for listening. I'm going to say goodbye now, and like always now, I'll leave you with Stefan with his final thoughts.
Can you cry underwater?
Thank you for listening to the Stuff and Things podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on Facebook or online. Simply search the Stuff and Things podcast to join in our conversation every week.